What's going on, everyone? ODC, that's me here, and today's review we're going to take a look at the Star Wars Black Series 3 3/4 inch Darth Malgus action figure. This figure was previously released in the Star Wars Vintage Collection line, which I actually recently just acquired, so that's why I'm opening up this bad boy, because I tend to not like the Black Series packaging. I don't know, I just preferred the vintage line over this. All this packaging was pretty well known for just the packaging portion separating itself from the card, which is not good. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with the overall product. This is Darth Malgus. This is one of my favorite characters in Star Wars lore, period. One of my favorite Sith characters as well. And yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's get Darth Malgus out of packaging, and we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back with Darth Malgus out of packaging, and I have to say I do like this figure. He doesn't come with much as far as accessories go. Pretty much just a bladed hilt, which is right here, and a non-bladed hilt right here. The other accessory that he does come with is his cloak. Not too much of a fan of this cloak. I have seen people now. I do know that you can pose this a different way. I was trying to go for something that looked a little bit more natural here as far as the hood goes. I don't really know what to do about this hood. I'm probably just going to have him posed without it, to be honest with you. I think you're supposed to pose it like this and wrap the wire around his head, but that just... what is that? I do not like that at all. So I was trying to get some sort of pose where or way that to get this hood to sit properly. It's almost like the wire on this cloak is causing the issue here. I'm not too sure. I feel like this would have really benefited from having some sort of peg system in here to keep the hood taut. Like kind of how I had it. I kind of had it perched underneath his back shoulder pads here. I'm not showing you properly. Here we go. I kind of had his cape or his cloak or whatever you want to call it kind of underneath his shoulder pads here to kind of keep it taut, and this way it actually gives the effect of it resting on his head as opposed to this tent sitting on his head is what it looks like to me. You kind of have to bend the wire like so and then keep it taut like that. And then that looks a little bit better, I think, than the other way, as far as what I think. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, this way or the other way. That other way he looks crazy like that. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of the way that looks, but yeah. So for the most part, I'm probably going to have him just like this. I think is a better option, to be honest with you. He does come with a secondary cape here, so nothing too bad as far as they did give you the option of having the second cloak, so I'll just use that as his third accessory. But I think the figure overall looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty sure that the only difference between the Black Series version and the Vintage Collection version is the paint applications on the face, I want to say. I'm pretty sure the cloaks are the same. The sabers are the same. It might just be a difference in some paint here and there. But I'm pretty happy with the figure. Hopefully down the line we get a Black Series version of Darth Malgus. I would absolutely love that. I think I would be complete. Maybe if Figuarts made one too, then I would be fully complete. I might not even need a Black Series version of him if I get a Figuarts version of him. I love the flow of his suit. I really love his mask. Look at that face. Looks really good. I have seen some pretty, I don't know, derpy type of eyes as far as the quality control goes for the paint applications on the head. But here it seems to be pretty well done. As far as the eye circles go, sometimes I've seen them painted like way off the eye, like drooping kind of, so it doesn't look too good. But I think they did a pretty good job as far as paint applications go for the head. I don't have too much of a problem there as far as anything with that goes. The cape is kind of that see-through material, very similar to, let me just bring in his little, his buddy here, Vader. It's very similar to this type of cape where it's kind of a little bit see-through, but expansion of disbelief, no big deal there. He's got a lot of tooling going on here. I really like the, like I said, the armor, the attention to detail as far as how intricate his armor is and how different it is from Vader over there. But I really do like the way that this looks. It just looks so nice. They did a really good job on the sculpt with this guy. And he has pretty damn good articulation too, so let me just run through that. Let me just get his saber out of his hand here so we don't get anything in the way. His head can swivel. And it can look up just a little bit and down just enough where you can get some different type of looks and poses for him, which is nice. A nice little touch. His head can tilt a little bit side to side, so that's pretty nice. The arms can go up and a hinge down. He can do a full 360 rotation, but you kind of have to cock it out over to the side there. I'm not really sure if you would want to do that, but I mean, you can get his arms all the way back and forward, so shoulder pads get in the way a little bit, but nothing too crazy. He's single bend at the elbow and a swivel at the elbow. And he does have a wrist swivel as well. No hinge joint, unfortunately. Maybe in the future line, starting next year, in the vintage line, we'll start getting some swivels and some hinges in there. That would be nice. But right now, just a swivel. Swivel at the waist. He's got the hinge joint that goes forward on both sides of the legs. And the legs go forward about that far. Don't really go back due to the sculpting of the rear end. And then we have a single bend at the knee. Let me just kind of take it easy on his knee here. Seems to be a little bit frozen, so we won't mess with that side. We'll get some hot water on that later and clear it all up. Single bend at the knee, a little bit less than 90 degrees, but due to the bulkiness of his suit, so not too bad there. Swivel at the knee, and then we have a toe point right here at the foot. And then the does go forward just a little bit, and then we do have a swivel at the foot as well. So pretty damn good articulation for for a figure that's from 2014. So pretty cool. And here's his unbladed hilt here, and I'm looking for a peg hole. There it is on the side. Beautiful. Look at that. That looks so nice. So if you want to have him kind of maybe force choking someone like this, you could have him do that and kind of have him relaxed in a relaxed pose, force choking somebody. There you go with that. I might try and find some other way to some other use for this cloak, because I really do like the material and how it's not see-through. For the most part, it's definitely a thicker, better quality material than what we're given here with the non-cloaked portion, just the cape. But I think I might try and repurpose this. Maybe take this off of him, this cape off of him, and maybe try to separate the hood here, over here where the spine is, kind of cut this out, take the wire out, which is causing too much bulkiness on it, and then I could possibly take the hood and maybe glue it to the back and have it taut to the head, and it'll look a little bit better here. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll glue this cape to the back end of underneath here where this is fixed, and you know, we'll have a much better cape and cloak, and I think it'll look much more natural than what we're given with this, unfortunately. There's some ideas in case you do plan on doing some sort of customization with that, and I'll just put his there we go. And obviously you can't have this on if he's got his saber in his hand. Final thoughts on Malgus. I'd say definitely 2 thumbs up here. I would definitely recommend him. And if you haven't picked up Malgus, I'm pretty sure the Black Series figures run a little bit cheaper as far as the secondary market goes. I know the vintage collection versions seem to go for a little bit more, especially if they're unpunched and the card is in good shape. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always, and I will see you guys on the flip side.